Hi, Dr. Revis here. In this video, I will show you how to count valence electrons. However, in this video, I will not consider transition metals. Valence electrons are outer shell electrons of an atom that participate in bonding. Group 18, however, has a closed shell of 8 electrons that does not participate in bonding. For this video, we will omit the d and f orbitals. One way of locating the valence electrons is by considering its electron configuration. Shown here are the locations of the s and p electrons. Another way to identify the valence electrons is to simply count the electrons located in the s and p orbitals from 1 through 8. However, because the noble gases do not participate in bonding, we simply need only to count 1 through 7. So let's take an example. Consider fluorine, which is located in group 17 on the periodic table. Fluorine has 9 total electrons. Therefore, its electron configuration would be 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. If we take a look at the highest orbital, which would be the 2 orbital, we will find a total of 7 electrons, which is the sum of those in the 2s and the 2p. We can obtain the same answer by simply counting the number of electrons starting with the s orbital of 1, 2, and continuing through the p orbital 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Note that we would find the 7th electron in group 17, which is the group where we find fluorine. So, we can either use electronic configuration or we can use simple counting from left to right to obtain the number of valence electrons in fluorine. Let's take another example. Aluminum, located in group 13. Aluminum has 13 electrons. Its electronic configuration is shown here, where the valence electrons would be located in 3s2 and 3p1 for a total of 3 electrons. We can obtain the same answer by simply counting from left to right 1, 2, and 3 electrons for 3 valence electrons in aluminum, or for that matter, any element located in group 13. Let's take another example, calcium. Calcium is located in group 2. Calcium has 20 electrons. Its electronic configuration shown here, where 4s2 is where we find the valence electrons, and that number is 2. We can obtain the same answer by counting 1, 2 for calcium located in group 2 or for any other element located in group 2. For another example, we take arsenic. The electronic configuration for arsenic is shown here. The valence electrons are found in the 4s and the 4p orbitals. When we sum these values, we find that there are 5 valence electrons in arsenic. We can obtain that same answer of 5 valence electrons by counting from left to right 2 in the s orbital and 3 in the p orbital for a total of 5 valence electrons. So, perhaps the simplest way to count valence electrons is to simply consider the s and p electrons for elements that are not transition metals. So there you have it, a way of counting valence electrons.